Well, it looks like we meet again. Ah, so that's your vibe, is it? I like it. You got it. Not in a bad way, of course. In an amazing way. So, this is where I'd usually say you can go wherever and do whatever, but I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. This is your first time, right? Don't worry though, Eternity's got you. Try accessing the various points around here, and I'll come give you a quick rundown. Now, go explore and have some fun!
We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Redeem you on the scene!
Let me have some fun.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Saw that low heavy coming. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What are these fighters thinking now? What's the play here? Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. Well-timed corner switch. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a drift goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Nice lead over. That's not gonna hit. Back throw for the side switch. All right, what's coming up next? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 needs to use the front of the in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start.
Gotcha!
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Holds out with the block. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Parries the attack. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Now, can they finish the job? Going in, rising uppercut. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter in there. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters planning something? Player 1, ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? A quick breather. Brings the impaler. Fires a blast. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Sets a shuriken bomb that wasn't looking up. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. Have a player on a winning streak. currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Let us begin. This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Jump in, finds the mark. There's a corner switch. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner.
Sure you can.
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Strings it all together. Blocks the low heavy, and blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 in there. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Was looking for that jump attack. Jumps? Both fighters planning something? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Stuck in the court, brushes that off and keeps going. Shingu Hadouken! This is gonna hurt. In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
The low kick hits. The last round, it crowns them from above. Jumps up. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. That's a big gap. Who's going to add a bit of OD spice? Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Oh, he throws that off. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Gotta do better than that. Things are looking very... Denies the jumping attempt. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Knocked down. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right, what's coming up? He heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes a trip. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Scrapping it out up close. Spreads it cleanly. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Who's going to start things off? Blocks it. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Shows the medium kick. Drive gauge gap here. Jumps. Player 1 experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Avoids getting stuck in the fist and leads to some big damage. Finishes them with a drive impact. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Starts with a jumper. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Backs them into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Gets the knockdown, and now gets the jump in. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Got their eye on the air. Up tap to close it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Throws out a projectile. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. The low heavy's blocked. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. A quick brief fires off the Shinju Hadouken. Now, can they finish? Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Can they keep on him? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Manages to block the jump-in, the low, and whiffs. They're wide open. Crowns them from above. Can they create an opportunity? Flatline zone. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Got their eye on the air. Okay, they trade hits. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Goes for the low kick. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. This is a real back-and-forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 1 chases them down. Great work finding the opening. Player 1 is maintaining the corner to snipe some out the air. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Looking for a chance. Hits the drive. They were right to be on guard there. With the solar plexus strike. Oh, here we go. Jumps up anti-air in the clutch. Charges up the platform. What's next? Lots of distance here. Who's flatline zone? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Open. This can lead to some big damage. Jumps in. Close range projectile. Crowns him from above. Pokes with a kick. What are they gonna do? Knock them out of the air. Sets up with the jump in. What's this Shinju Hado gonna do? The super connects. And it is on. Charges up the platform. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump. Nothing stops this train. Fight back with authority. A real impact squash. Shakes the crowd, closes it out. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a win. Have a player on a winning streak. currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Shoryuken! Tentering!
The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Eat it! Shoryuken!
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Tentering! Tentering!
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Shoryuken!
We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Fight!
Starts things off with a goes to the super art to try and create a good opportunity here. Player 2 goes for the super art. Checks him with the boom. From upstairs. What'll happen here? Player 1, low heavy. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Okay, here we go. And whip! They're wide open. Excellent read. What were they thinking? Connects with the throw. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. They gotta take down a fireball at that range. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
You put up a fight.
Final round! Fight!
Open with a jump in. Who will come out on top in this final? Sets up with the jump in. Pokes with a medium kick. It knocks him out of the air. All the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Cross super hard incoming. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Good decision with that throw. Oh, here we go. Connects with the throw. Drops them. Great job in escaping that corner. Reads the jump in perfectly. Crowns him from above. Will this super art do anything? Both sides getting ready. Player 1 reads the throw and escapes. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Excellent read. Player, what were they thinking? I can't believe it. No way they did that. Here comes the boom. Are you kidding me?
Enjoy the trip!
Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1!
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Low heavy, but no go. Connects with the throw. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Okay, creating some space here. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner.
Here comes a new challenger!
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us begin.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Goes for the low kick. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. All right. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Long low attack hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Gets the jump in. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Brushes that off and keeps going. Still scrapping for control of the stage. Fights out of the corner. That pops him hard. Throws a projectile to zone. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Are they trying to bait each other into making a turns out? Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Oh, they whip! They're wide open! Villain punish counter sets the table! This is gonna kill! No doubt about it!
Such a lovely face.
What a finish!
Well fought!
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The low heavy is denied. Did well to get the buff in there. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Perfect air-to-air. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Taking stock. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. They gotta be careful with their remaining drive. Lands it from above. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Big low reaching heavy. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumpings at this range. Both fighters planning something? So, what's next? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Knockdown and... full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Jumps up, going in, still slugging it out at this range. Gets the combo. Saihacho to start something. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Knockdown and... nothing stops this train! Still scrapping for control of the stage. Gut punch shreds them! Tries to act quickly but with the attack! The low kick hits! Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Baits out the low kick! Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh, stop. This can lead to some big damage. Amazing. Blocks the low kick. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start. Turns out. I can't believe it. Oh my God, they just get them in the air. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Top player is here.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Knockdown. Get some. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. What'll happen here? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick hits. This is gonna hurt. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the dig? Tries to act quickly, but whips it, hits them with a quick low kick. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps up. Had the radar up and running. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Goes for the low kick. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Takes a trip. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Steps back to start things off. Fireball from very long. What's next here? Big, low, reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Knockdown and Go fires off the Shinku Hadouken. That's a counter. Hits them with a stopping box. All in with a rush. Pokes with a medium kick. Noticeable burnout activates. This can lead to flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player.
Bet that hurt.
Hadouken! How's this? Coming at ya! Eat this! Foolish! Fire up! Ignite ya! How's that? Hadouken!
We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. currently have a player on a winning streak.
Shoryuken! Shoryuken!
We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good fight.
Round one.
Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The low kick connects. Blocks the jump in. Definitely saw that counter coming. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes a trip. Checks him with a projectile. Does a good job of pushing back. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Life lead opens up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Which one of these fighters has what it takes to close out this round? This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe? Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there. Player two with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player two had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Had the radar up and running. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Big, low, reaching heavy. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Both fighters planning something? They both have full drive gauges to work with. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Player two hits them with a stop and pop. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. The low's blocked. They're willing to risk it for the overdrive. Crowns them from above. Noticeable life flatline zone. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Who's it gonna be? The low doesn't connect. Denies the low heavy. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up. Shinku Hadouken! KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Now, can they finish the job? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player one will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. From low heavy to both fighters planning something? Big throws. The low kick hits. manages to block. They're going for the super art. What were they thinking? Low heavy keeps him out. Here comes the corner pressure. Low heavy, but no go. Castle on the dome. The next touch may decide this round. Hit that with confidence. Okay, here we go. They're in range. We're gonna block the low kick. Hit them with a quick low kick. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Knockdown. Checks with a projectile. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Aiming to meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it. Knockdown. Goes for the aerial Kikoso. Will this super art connect? They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. No life left and no super to work with now. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Blocks the low heavy. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Plenty of life left, a full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Going in? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Big opportunity. Just goes for it at this range. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Baits out the low in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Overdrive Hadouken. Sneaks in above. Here comes the corner press. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Low heavy. Player 1, the low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Pumps the brakes on the impact. A jump meets them air to air. What are they gonna do? The low kick hits. Medium kick. The low's blocked. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Things are very tense, low heavy, but no good. They are not getting close to each other. Sticks out a kick. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This can lead to some big damage. Ugh, take a seat. Denied. Keep cool and lock them out. High kick burns. They are done. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak.